Okay, we're here with Andrew Williams, the MD of National Boat Shows, the BMF-owned company that runs and organises the Southampton and London boat shows. Andrew, so far, from your perspective, how's the show been?
Southampton show has been absolutely fantastic. Obviously, it's in the 39th year. Visitors have come in droves. We're at this stage, we're well up on attendance from last year, but not just quantity of people, the quality, and people who come along are really informed. They're here to buy, they're enjoying themselves, they are really getting into the moment. And there's so much here to see and do, obviously, with the Bounty, the hydrosorbing from Goodyear, getting people onto the water, and also over 1,000 boats and 650 exhibitors. There's something here for everybody to see and a great day out.
Okay, and what's the feedback been from the industry?
The industry about this show has been fantastic. We've had now 2 exhibitor presentations where we've spoken to probably 5 times as many people as we have in previous years. There's been a fantastic turnout for our presentations, and we really are keen to communicate with the exhibitors and tell them what's happening, the developments for London, developments for Southampton next year, and the feedback has been amazing. They love the way we're talking to them, they love the information we're giving them, and they're really keen on how we're taking the show forward.
Okay, and have you had any direct feedback from exhibitors? From visitors? How will you be measuring their reaction to the show?
Well, out there right now we have about 10 people walking around with handheld pads, electronic pads, and they're really doing a consumer question. They're asking them for their feedback about what they think of the show, ideas and better ways we can improve it, and that's really quite important to how we develop the show. We take on board both visitor feedback and also exhibitor feedback on how we can improve, and we incorporate that into our plans each time.
Okay. And in terms of the general industry, how important is the Southampton Boat Show?
It's immensely important, both this show and our show in January. They are the 2 shop windows for our industry. As you know, on the south coast there is a large amount of manufacturing for the marine industry. If you drew a line in an arc 50 miles from here, you'd have a very large piece of the marine industry, probably 55–60%. So having this show locally is very important to them. It's their local international show, really. Okay.
And talking about London now, there's been a lot of talk about the Earls Court Boat Show. I mean, how do you see the Earls Court Show as a threat?
It's very hard to comment on the Earls Court Boat Show. I don't know enough about it. I haven't seen much information coming forward apart from press releases and seeing a number of exhibitors who are going to it. With regard to a threat, from what I understand, it's no longer a boat show, it's more of a maritime event. We're obviously very keen to promote our show. The Earls Court Boat Show is something completely different to ours from what we understand. Therefore, we've got 650 exhibitors. I'm not sure what the Earls Court Boat Show are now saying they've got, so I can't really comment too much there. All I know is that we've worked exceptionally hard to deliver a fantastic boat show, not only for visitors and exhibitors, but really for the whole industry, the marine industry, to give them the promotion they need in a site which is dedicated to exhibitions. It gives us a chance to bring boats in on the water that we wouldn't have ever been able to bring to Earls Court when we were there. So the right to move, we have the right venue, we have the right show, and we have all of the exhibitors.
Okay, and say the Earls Court Boat Show is a success this year. Is there any possibility of a future collaboration between the 2?
At this stage, I can't say. I mean, who knows? Right now, it is a competitive event. And therefore, as in most organisations and businesses, when you have a competitor, you can't really influence what they do. All you can do is make sure that you're putting on the best product that you can possibly produce, and that's what we're doing.
And how, with London, are you putting on the best show you can possibly do? What are you bringing in this year to really make it a great event?
Okay.
Next year, sorry.
It's an easy mistake, but it's 2008, January 2008, starting on the 11th. As I said earlier, we do a lot of surveys of visitors and exhibitors at the show, and we did a lot of that this January in the 2007 show. And we've learned many things. We've listened to the industry, we've listened to visitors, and we've changed and we've brought new things in. For instance, in the North Hall, which is where the sailing and the dinghies area is, we're putting together a large main stage area. And there's going to be something happening there all the time. We learned from the theatre we had this year, which went down very well, but it was almost too enclosed and people wouldn't go in there. So it's just an example. We're being very open, people can walk up, see something for 15–20 minutes, even 5 minutes, walk away without feeling enclosed. There's going to be something there for everyone. In addition to that, we're creating a start boating section, because I think it's very important that we, as the British Marine Federation and National Boat Shows, are highlighting to people who aren't already in this market or aren't already into boating, how easy it is to get into it. From everything from a couple of £100 for a canoe through to chartering some very, very large super yachts, at a fraction, tiny fraction of the cost that it would of buying one. So it's getting people into it and in the entry. So that's another thing we're doing. We're continuing with the Anchor Watch, which shows people how some tips and ideas for anchoring, through to the classic boat section, which was loved earlier this year. And we're also adding to that by bringing the Cutty Sark to it. Remember the tragedy that happened a few months ago.
Just one last question. There's no doubt over the last couple of years attendances have been declining. I mean, what will be your measure of success for next year's London?
Okay, clearly there are several measures for success. It's not purely about visitor numbers, although that is still an important one. It's all about creating the right ambience, the right showcase for our marine industry. It's making sure that we're delivering to visitors what they want to see. And if we're doing that and we're giving them what they want, then clearly that's successful. As I said, visitor numbers are important as well. Excuse me. So we are looking at all these criteria. But I'm very, very keen to obviously deliver what people want, tell them what's going to be there, and we believe that people will then want to come to the show. We turned a corner in this year. The feedback has been excellent, that we've listened, we've learned, we've changed. We did change it a lot this year. We've probably got 50% of the way where we need to be. We're making a lot more changes this year to enhance it even further. So I'm hoping we'll be nearly 90% of the way people want us to get to, and then we'll keep improving on that. So a much bigger, much better show, delivering what people really want to see.
Brilliant. Andrew, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.